Is up, everybody in Miami? Steve Bradley here from Clutch Burger, and I feel very
Jorge Ramos here.
Jorge Ramos here. Jorge Ramos here. Steve Bradley here. With me right here on my right is Chef Jorge Ramos, one of the most well-known chefs here in Miami, in my opinion.
I think maybe on the block.
On the block,
I'm guessing you're in front of Clutch.
Just right next to my restaurant.
Yeah,
that's it. Nowhere else.
Yeah. Maybe infamous for being a crazy person, but no.
Yeah, that's true. But that's good though, because then people like that, and it's different, and they follow, and they become cult. You have a nice cult following of people. From what I
we've been doing it for a while.
Why don't you do all the viewers out here? Real quick, I just want to say thanks to my boy Grant Miller and Michael Miller for having us on the Miami Community News show. We are missing Chef Jared from the Gramercy today. That's my fault. I took him out last night. It was his first night. He's a Chicago kid, and he's at the Gramercy, which is the old Tarpon Bend, and obviously they've been working him like a dog over there. And so he took his first day. He did a Sunday lunch, and then he came over to Clutch Burger. Mistake.
Yeah, huge mistake.
He came in at like 3 p.m. I'm like, bro, you're way too early.
Yeah, listen, like, I purposely go through a back alley
to
avoid Clutch Burger. Yeah,
because you know that
you're like probably the worst influence
ever. But it's like the great / worst.
Influence.
Yeah, like a double negative turns into a positive.
Yeah, I mean, 5 years ago it would have been amazing. You know.
Hey, listen.
These days,
I like to drink beer, bro.
Yeah, no, listen.
I like good beer.
Agreed.
I like to drink beers with my people.
Yeah.
So.
I'm still more of a crap beer guy.
Crap.
Yeah.
Like what's your?
So I mean, listen, I'm changes. But I'm a good like Jaeger and like
you do like, but you like the flavored Jaeger.
No, I don't. That's just what they gave me.
Random.
That was free. That was a free bottle.
We polished off the bottle in like 30
minutes. That's a free bottle, but no, I'm not.
That.
I'm a Jaeger and like Pacifico kind of guy.
Oh, okay. Well,
listen, I don't know how to drink appropriately.
Corona. Oh, to punch you in the throat.
Back in the day, there might have been Corona, Jaeger, and other like baby bombs at boogies.
So you're like semi-basic back in the day.
Yeah, no, I'm a basic bitch to the heart, to the core. That's what
it happens.
Yeah.
But anyway, so sorry that Chef Jared from the Gramercy's not here. I definitely took him on a Sunday banger and ended up popping around and introduced him.
He's on a plane back to Chicago from
he's probably halfway back to Chicago already. Sure. Oh man, what a character that guy is. He's hilarious. But we have Chef Ramos here. Just recently, Clutch Burger competed in a well-known burger competition called Burger Bash. And hey, I see my boy Pete De La Torre over here and Gloria Burns. What's up? I love these people. Hey guys, how are you? Yeah, welcome. I'll see you at Clutch later. We'll do some beers. So I competed in this competition called Burger Bash for the Sobe Wine and Food Fest. Lee Schrager and all those guys. You've won that how many times?
A couple
times, yeah, a couple. That no big deal. Give these guys that don't know you a little rundown of your history down here, because you have a pretty remarkable story. I don't need like the full version.
So I wouldn't call myself a chef. I'd call myself like more of a hustler. No,
I'm same here, dude. I'm a hustler.
I figure it out, work hard, and got lucky.
Yeah, but you've won some pretty prestigious awards.
We've won some pretty great awards.
Just recently, you won.
Excuse me, sir. You need to talk about his baseball career first. You didn't know he was a baseball player.
Let's start over.
That's a past life. We don't talk about those days anymore because like too many girls show up.
We talk about my baseball.
I played baseball
professionally.
A little bit. I dabbled.
I dabbled in it.
I dabbled. I think I played baseball pretty much every day of my life since I was like 4 years old to like about 22, 23.
Really?
I don't think I ever took more than like 2 or 3 days off. So
what position?
Third base, second base.
And then you're like
half the size back then.
And then you're like, baseball's cool, but I like to eat, or what happened?
No, I mean baseball ended, right? Too many injuries and
you got old.
Just got old.
Yeah.
Got over it.
Life happened.
Life happened. And I got into real estate and construction. So, I mean, that's what I was. The whole chef thing happened out of necessity, out of craziness, out of market collapse. And I mean, the story kind of goes of being a millionaire when you're in your mid-20s to being homeless at your late 20s and figure out what's going on. And that's what we did. And we figured it out. And
wow,
everything happens for a reason, right? And
that's like
probably the best reasons ever. Like, it's been great for me. So.
And then you met your special lady friend.
My special, white girl.
She's white girl.
White girl.
See, I'm a super white guy, but I married a Venezuelan.
Yeah, and we flipped the switch. I mean, you made a mistake. You know, like, the Latinas are more intense.
Hey, man, most of them. I got lucky.
Okay.
I got super lucky. If you're watching,
yeah,
you're amazing. You're the best. My wife's actually the chef at Clutch.
Yeah, I know you've told me.
I can't boil water properly. You know, I screw that up. So,
well, my wife's the official like wine taster and
sommelier.
Yeah, she's a sommelier in the household.
Do you drink wine?
I drink wine. I'm fancy sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have like
I fake
something
it.
that's wet?
Something cold.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I don't drink wine.
I drink wine.
I don't
do it as often as I should. It's good for you compared to like everything else, right? But
you mean like compared to like a bottle of scotch and 15 beers a day?
I think so. Yeah, probably.
My family owns a vineyard in Oregon.
Do they really?
Yeah.
They
specialize in the Pinot Noirs out there,
and they had a dry wedding, which is awesome.
Yeah, that was my mom. Mom, if you're watching this, congrats on your wedding last week in Boise, Idaho. Yeah. It was a dry wedding, except for the cooler beer I had in my car.
I was gonna say,
I got to change the baby's diaper. Yeah. I'm in the parking lot shotgunning beers.
That didn't happen.
That did not happen. I was just kidding, Mom.
Dry wedding.
Mom, I love you. You're amazing. You're the best. You're awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah. Congrats.
Yeah. No, but so I don't drink wine. I'm a beer guy. If my restaurant I only have beer and wine, so
yeah,
I kind of got into that. But you got a new spot that's going to open up 17 months ago.
Yeah. Thanksgiving 2.5 years ago was the opening date.
2.5 years. That's almost the same time I opened up.
Yeah.
July 1st will be 3 years since Clutch opened.
So I signed my lease there in August.
So those of you
3 years ago.
So those of you that don't know, Georgie here, you probably remember that crazy Scientology building on Gerald Avenue. Yeah. They knocked that down. Thank God.
Yeah.
That place was weird. They knocked it down. My landlord at Clutch, they had that same property. They built up this beautiful new building.
Yeah.
They incorporate a rooftop bar. It's going to be Sabata, which is directly on top of Coyo Taco. It's not part of Coyo Taco. So everyone's like, oh my God, look at there's a drink rail. That must be
I'm giving Coyo Taco so much clout, not even being open yet. It's
crazy. Like Coyo Taco's getting so much recognition. It's so great. Yeah, Coyo Taco has a speakeasy bar
in the back,
inside their building in the back on the same level, not on top.
Well, what's crazy is that they had the opportunity to take that rooftop and they didn't. They chose to go non-rooftop.
Not everyone makes good decisions.
Yeah.
Know? So he's got the only rooftop bar restaurant in Coral Gables.
That is correct.
Like we said, it was supposed to open 2 years ago.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened since then.
Yeah, it's been fun.
But give us I go up there all the time because it's like my hideaway. I go up there and slam sodas and I can actually watch my patio from the rooftop. I can just be like, oh, yeah.
And it's crazy how the service from Clutch Burger is so great that all of a sudden we get beers sent to us.
All of a sudden we're sitting there just drinking Pepsis and sodas, and then there's like 20 beers that show up, all different styles.
Yeah,
Clutch Burger, man, service.
Top.
We're at the Sabata rooftop. We need a 6-pack.
I think right now we just get flags, right? And put like whatever.
You need to have different color flags. All right,
let me get up. Yeah,
green IPA. Ones for IPAs, whites for lagers.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
I mean,
we got a little time, so you got pushback.
Worst case scenario, we just throw stuff at them if they can't see the flags.
Like those
Little bow and arrow.
slingshots, little slingshots, just
Like one of those suction, like bows and arrows that hits the table and it gets
suctions
stuck.
onto it.
suctions
Yeah,
onto
so
it.
nobody gets hurt,
Yeah.
but we make a point at the same time.
It'd be great to hit your servers
I'm
with
gonna
it.
make new T-shirts with bullseyes on them. Running around the patio like, "Bah, got you! Give me that IPA.
Yeah.
Let's go."
I mean, taking some,
No, but seriously, so above Coyo, there's a door to the left. Has nothing to do with Coyo.
nothing to do with
You go in. There's a beautiful elevator, staircase. There's a yoga studio that's going to be going
Coming
in
next
next
door.
to you. Huge yoga studio, massive spot.
Yeah.
Which is exciting
Yeah.
because you can be downstairs on Gerald Avenue looking up at chicks doing yoga.
Yeah. I mean, I'm married, so I don't do that. But
Well,
I'm not married, but I'm
just
married.
allegedly
Yeah.
saying like anyone
for
could
any
do
single
that,
man, I
guys,
want to go
girls,
out there. Absolutely.
whoever you want.
Yeah.
Yoga.
Just not
Right.
me. I mean,
You could actually probably host a yoga class on your
we
patio.
probably could. That'd probably be a great idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I go up to his place all the time. You also have a restaurant in Dadeland, right?
In downtown Dayton,
Which
Ave
one's that?
Maria.
Ave Maria.
Ave Maria.
What do you guys? What's your specialty there?
Drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ave Maria has been around for 3 years now.
Yeah.
It's 2 doors down from what was Barley. So Barley's been in downtown Dayton for 9 years now. Our lease ended right before COVID, and in the middle of negotiations to re-sign the lease, COVID happened. So blessing in disguise kind of situation.
Just button that up and
Yeah.
and started with the Sabata.
And just really worked Sabata as hard. I mean, Ave Maria as hard as we could until Sabata came. So
If you could only go to one restaurant in Miami besides Clutch Burger,
Yeah.
which one would it be?
it's a good question.
You have like a favorite, like a go-to spot that's always on point, that's always consistent?
So I get asked that all the time, right? What's your favorite? Like, where do you go? I don't go anywhere. Like I got a 1.5-year-old at home.
Yeah, right.
And when I'm not working, I'm usually home, like doing Uber Eats and stuff like that. I do it to the
you're
house.
that guy.
But keeping in Coral Gables, I'd say probably one of the restaurants that was most influential as far as when I started is Café Viareto.
Okay.
With Ernie over there. Because as far as I remember going there when I was younger, before I had restaurants, and I always remember the kind of service we got. And him personally and his partner.
He's
And
there.
always,
He's
yeah.
like hands-on.
Always hands-on, always very, like, they had no idea who I was. Obviously, I wasn't in the restaurant business, but I always remember getting above and beyond
You had
service there. So that was always something that we tried as hard to replicate as far as being personable with our staff.
Right.
I mean, our staff being personal with their customers and just having that whole intuition and interaction with staff. So I'd say there, it's probably like my go-to place.
That's important. Me being a Chicago kid, like I didn't grow up in the restaurant industry,
Yeah.
but I grew up surrounded. Every restaurant I would go to had top-notch service.
Yeah.
So like they had that connection. You feel like you're at home. That's why I try to do at Clutch Burger, like to have that same. Everyone knows your name. Cheers. Feel. So down here in Miami, unfortunately, and
It's hard.
it's difficult.
It's hard,
There's unfortunately the service industry down here. The bar is set a little low.
Yeah.
But that makes it easier for us to come in and
it's hard that people don't realize how exhausting it is, right? To do it in and out every day.
oh man, people that come in there on their Sunday after church and they're being super picky,
Yeah.
and you just had a crazy Saturday, a crazy Friday, and you're
Well, I always tell people it's the only really industry. It's not the only industry, but as far as customer service, that you have to be perfect every time. I mean, obviously the doctors have to be perfect every time. They're going to kill somebody, but they don't get the Yelp reviews because their water got there 5 minutes too late or 30 seconds
the
too
check
late.
took 5 minutes too long to get to the table. It's weird. It's a different industry.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Sometimes I wish I could just Yelp customers, We do great on Yelp. So it's one of those things that but still.
I wish my burger could rate you.
Yeah. You didn't eat it properly.
Yeah. You were horrible. You were a horrible person. Can we say it? Yeah, we can say that. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. Come up with an app where restaurants rate guests.
Yeah.
You walk in, scan a QR code on your whatever on your forehead right here. Idiot. No, that guy doesn't tip. And
obviously not our customers. All our customers are great, but
yeah, I call them guests.
family.
Fam, you know. No,
But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's we always have to be perfect.
yeah.
I guess
What's crazy is though, like it depends on what level of restaurant of perfection. So
Yeah.
the nice restaurants like we have versus you go to Burger King, they mess up your order every single time. You don't write a review bad about it. You're like, it's Burger King. Your
It's what your
expectations are there.
expectations, yeah.
And then you go to a little mom and pop shop, you sit on the wrong patio, and they're like, why didn't I get service? I'm sitting on the wrong patio. And then here's a 1-star review.
But it's funny. I mean, so I remember when Barty opened, which is crazy, right? Because we never worked in a restaurant, but like it's one of those things that we didn't get less than a 5-star review for the first year and a half.
That was amazing.
And then when Abby opened up, I don't think we got anything above a 1-star review for the first 6 months.
So it
was like
from one to the other. Or what?
We did. We brought. So we have a really great core staff. Like most of my employees have been with us since day one.
Right. The culture.
Yeah. So it's a great culture, and we took them over there for a little bit, and for whatever reason, just didn't work out. So it was one of those things that we had to shut down and fire everybody and just start from scratch.
Well, that's the hardest part about expansion is like there's only one Jorge
There's only
Ramos.
one of us, yeah.
There's only one me. There's only one Anna. So when you go and you start extrapolating your idea, the hardest part is you already have the concept.
Yeah.
But to find someone that cares as much as you do, that's almost impossible.
Yeah.
You do when you find that, you keep on.
And like, I wouldn't say they didn't care. They just got lost a little bit. I think
Yeah,
they thought they were a little bit cooler, and it was great. It was a great learning experience.
Right.
Luckily, we didn't lose everything because of it. It probably a lot to be like my fault because I was like, it's a bar. You know, I don't got to be there.
Right.
I just serve some drinks. So it was a good learning experience for me as well. So
did you experience at that spot a lot of theft, or were people pretty?
No. I don't think we've really ever had a problem with like people giving away free stuff or something, because I mean they make their living off of your tips, right? So I mean, in the bigger picture, like it's
probably give them some wiggle room to for the regular.
Listen, they always know. So my rule is ask and it's free. You want to buy somebody beer, just ask me. It's free. You want to take a steak home for the weekend? Ask me. Sure. So I'm not gonna say no. And that I guess that's always worked out for us, right? Because as long as you always say in a reasonable manner.
People aren't afraid to, they're like, oh, Chef Georgie's crazy. He's gonna kick my butt if I.
Oh no, they think I'm crazy.
Well, you are.
Yeah. So, I play the role very well. I have my good like fake anger, like.
See,
grandmother here.
See, my telltale is if my ears turn red, they know I'm pissed. So if my ears turn red, then everyone.
So they know if I'm really pissed, it's because I walk out the door and I take a walk. That's when everybody freaks out. You see me just walk out the door, it's over.
I used to walk into the walk-in freezer at my last place that I worked at, and if I was in there, people knew. All right, when he comes out,
leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
I've calmed, like I've calmed with age, and I mean the baby did a lot of that for me.
Yeah, same here. We both got daughters within like 3 or 4 months of each other's age. They're gonna be besties.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. Play dates, beers.
They're gonna run that block eventually. No?
Play dates, beers, babies.
Jaeger.
Yeah. How much time we got? We got like 5 minutes, not even a few minutes. We're good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, we got tons of time. So I was telling you this story because in the restaurant game, people don't realize how much crazy things that we actually have to deal with.
Yeah.
We talked about this on a previous show, but I wanted to tell a quick story of what happened at Clutch Burger last weekend. I was in Boise, Idaho. Mom's getting married. I get a phone call Sunday morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm obviously asleep. Who's awake at 6 a.m.? It's 8 o'clock here. There's Threefold Cafe, which is directly across the street from me.
Yeah.
And some of the staff that work there work at Clutch Burger. And they noticed that there's 2 people in my restaurant at 8:05 in the morning.
Now, were they inside the actual?
Inside the restaurant.
Okay.
Like no lights on. I'm not open.
Yeah.
I'm open till 11 a.m. My first staff shows up around 10. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. And they know this because they know my schedule.
Yeah.
And they know I'm out of town. So they're like, all right, maybe these guys are like doing some work or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're trying to call me. They didn't get a hold of me. These 2 guys exit my building and they leave. They just walk away. So one of my staff goes in, the front door is unlocked. They walk in, everything looks okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I finally wake up in Boise, Idaho, and I get this crazy message. I'm like, oh, great. I just got robbed, or someone banged up my restaurant. So I pull up the cameras. Everything looks fine. My manager goes over there. Nothing. It
didn't even take a beer.
Nothing's even. It was as if no one was there.
Did they make themselves breakfast?
They did not make. The next time you guys are in town, just come back. I'll make you breakfast. You can still sleep on the. So fast forward 2 days. I look at the cameras and fast forward 2 days. We're open for lunch. And this guy walks in and he goes, "Is there a manager, owner, or someone I need to confess something?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, bud?" And he's like, "Hey, man, just let me finish my story first before you punch me in the face." I'm like, "What?" I've never had a conversation start like this. He's like, "I'm in town from Denver. I'm staying at the Colonnade Hotel for a wedding. I got locked out of my hotel room. I probably had too many drinks. I end up waking up on the street next to the dental office here.
Mm-hmm.
Some homeless guy wakes him up and says, 'Hey, this is my street.
Yeah,
get out of here.'" So he's like, going around asking or looking for anybody that's open because he just wants a place to sleep or whatever he was doing. So my front door was left unlocked.
Nice.
And so he found it, and he was a former industry guy. So he goes in, he finds a bunch of towels, makes a pillow out of it, and sleeps on my bench, inside Clutchburg. Slept there all night. His buddy showed up at 8:00 in the morning. Woke him up, and that's when all my neighbors saw. The guy came back to get it off his chest and say, "Hey, man, sorry about that." Well, I mean, that guy could have taken this man. I had tons of big. Like, he could have done whatever he wanted.
So you don't punch him; you punch the manager.
So I punched the manager right in the face.
Absolutely.
Right in the face.
And then you get sued, and they wonder why.
Yeah. So if you're ever in, Giralda Avenue and want a free place to sleep, just tug on Clutchburg doors. It's, it's a 50-50 roll.
Yeah, I'd say more than that.
Probably.
I think your odds are probably better.
And these guys were doing so great because I was gone for an entire week.
Yeah.
And they were running the show.
They felt so great about themselves.
They were like, the sales were high.
Yeah. We don't need him.
Steve, we just proved it to him. We got this.
And their souls were just crushed.
Deflated, bro. Just straight from here to. Hey, but thank God.
So I've never had a person sleep in the restaurant as far as some random person, but I have made the mistake of having a lockbox, and staff members know the code.
Yeah.
So I won Control 555 a couple years ago, and then we went to Denver to do a charity pig competition or whatever it is. So my flight left was at 7 a.m. It was got to be there by 5 in the morning. So it's 4:30. I go down to get cash from the restaurant, steal a little bit of petty cash action. Yeah. And then I hear rumbling in the bathroom. And I usually have a gun on me. Right. I didn't. So I'm getting ready to go to the airport, and they don't like that. No guns going through the.
Well, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
No guns, airport, got it.
But I remember thinking, I'm all of a sudden, one of my servers pops out the bathroom. And I'm like, what are you doing in this restaurant at 4:30 in the morning? And be happy I didn't shoot you through the door. So I thought I was getting robbed.
Yeah. So
she got fired.
What was she doing?
Sleeping.
Was he homeless?
She was one of those people who had worked for me for years and years and years. I'm assuming she ran into some problems.
Good thing you didn't shoot her.
Her mom lived literally across the street, right behind Dayton Mall.
She's still alive because you were going to the airport without your gun.
Yeah.
Lesson be learned: don't be running around in people's restaurants unannounced, because most restaurant owners are strapped.
And those towels are expensive.
Yeah. Nobody gets that.
Nobody
understands it. The towels aren't cheap.
There was a time at Barty when I was going through the amount of money we spend on linens and towels, and I'm like, why don't we open up a crappier restaurant and just do
just disposables?
Yeah, because it's thousands upon thousands.
That's why I changed mine, man. I used to have regular linens, and I was like, nope.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna buy some cheap napkins.
And then they always charge you for like missing like
Yeah, they call it abuse. Like
yeah,
towel
like, yeah,
abuse.
I'm like,
It couldn't clean.
how many towels was I missing? Oh,
Yeah.
we don't really count. We just charge everybody. So now I throw away 5 towels a day. So I'm even, you know. My staff looks at me like, that doesn't go there. It goes wherever I say.
That's funny. Well, hey, Georgie, man, I really appreciate you coming on the show. Chef Jared, if you're watching this, thanks for showing up on time.
Yeah.
Every Monday morning, 9 a.m., we do this little show. We just started it. We don't even have a name for it yet. But we're going to bring different chefs, local people in. We're going to just talk restaurant, shop, and hopefully promote each other's restaurants.
Yeah.
And, you know, from there, you guys can go out now. You know, Georgie, you can go into one of his restaurants, say hi. Hey, I saw you on TV with that weird bald gringo guy. Or swing by Clutch.
Redhead. Right?
Yeah, red beard.
Yeah.
Hey, when I had hair, it was not red.
I don't
Okay?
believe that, but okay.
That's royalty. Black hair, red beard.
I don't believe
Yeah, whatever. I got pictures.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, thanks so much. Dude, thanks so much
Okay, bro.
for coming out. Next week, we're going to have Chef Landa from Sushi Kai on Geralda. He's literally across the street from Clutch. Next
Have you been there? I haven't been there. Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
He's a Venezuelan guy, but he grew up in the sushi restaurant his whole life. His family had restaurants back in Venezuela, and so he's got some crazy concoctions. We'll go there sometime. And a nice guy. So tune in next Monday. He'll be there for that.
Some sake bombs.
Dude, I'm down for some sake bombs right now.
Still drunk from last night. So
You're still extra sober.
yeah,
It was a good night last night.
a bachelor party.
It was a good night.
Yeah.
I had a good night.
I wish Floyd and this guy would have knocked each other out.
Yeah, that was kind of lame.
Yeah.
And next time, can you guys fight a little bit better?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I'll get more
I'm
views.
just happy.
Show's
I didn't
gonna
give
get-
him $1, so I'm happy.
You didn't give him $1?
He
Neither
didn't
did
get
I.
$1 from me.
This show's gonna have more views than that fight.
Yeah.
Jake Paul,
Jake Paul.
let's go, bro. You and me.
He'll fuck you up.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I think I could take him
You think so?
if I'm like super drunk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That way I don't feel anything. I have like a 1% chance, but it's a chance.
Back in the day, how old is this guy? 25?
I don't know. So, anyways, we love you guys. We're gonna go grab a beer. We'll see you later.
Some beer mimosas.
Let's go. I'm driving. I drive fast and take chances.
Better than that Uber guy. Thank you to the Uber guy who drove
Yeah, that's
10 miles on the
an hour.
speed limit. Yeah.